It's Monday Madness once again. Hey, everybody, I'm Mr. Mortgage, Walter Parker, along with Jeremy Kane and our special guest, Cody
Say it with me, Cold Glacier.
Glazier. I know I'm going to.
I always had one of those long last names that I had to pay extra on my sports jerseys to get my name all the way put across the back,
And I don't think I've announced your name once in the 2 or 3 years I've known you, Cody. So
I always sneak in and I save you from it.
You do. So I appreciate that, but I will remember it for next time. Welcome, everybody, to our weekly broadcast, Monday Madness. We actually we're letting inspectors in. They're just letting anybody on this broadcast now if they let home inspectors in, right?
Right.
What's going on, Jeremy?
Oh, not much. Just living the dream. Got my favorite home inspector, Cody, today. Had a good day today. Had an inspection with his new employee, Jordan. It went okay. And then I had a closing, and now I'm here with you guys. So things are going well.
It's gone really well. Jeremy's actually kept my company, and I'm sure you as well, Walter, very busy this year. This guy's got the secret sauce. So whatever you want to find out how to do it, Jeremy's definitely your guy. All my realtor friends that are not friends with either of these guys, definitely send that friend request today so you can get involved.
Let's go. Love my realtors out there.
That's right.
So Cody, just a great home inspector. He's going to talk a little bit about what he does, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how it is so important to have a good relationship with at least one great inspector. I know the rumor is you're supposed to give 3 out, but Cody is an absolute stud. Hasn't ruined a deal yet, because otherwise he wouldn't be on this show for me. But he also does a thorough job and informs our clients and they're better homeowners from his stuff. So Cody, let's hear what you got.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So my name's Cody Glazier. I'm owner and operator of Top to Bottom Home Inspections. I've had the pleasure of working with Jeremy and Walter for the last 3 years or so. So it's definitely great to be teamed up with you guys in the collective and kind of just make stuff happen and make this transaction process as easy as possible for all the buyers and sellers out there. A few things I always like to talk about, in the Colorado market, there is no regulatory process for home inspectors. There's nobody out there making sure that home inspectors are certified, insured, and have all the credentials that you want. So definitely always want to verify any home inspector you're working with has the certifications necessary and is carrying enough insurance to make you feel comfortable to use their client, to use their services and refer them as they go. For my company, we really like to use technology to our advantage. So I'm big. I get to see Jeremy, it feels like lately, once a week or so. So it's kind of nice to be able to team up with clients. But with us, it's all about making that process seamless and having enough guys on our team to be able to account for those short deadlines and really get the job done in the quick process that needs to happen in this market that we're in now. The biggest thing for us, and I know Jeremy does a really good job setting up, but for the clients is just setting expectations of what to expect with a home inspection and to know that the majority of the issues that we find are all issues that the 3 of us have going on at our house now and are all common home maintenance issues. So a lot of the stuff that we identify and deal with, it's really easy and attainable stuff, but also items that homeowners need to know to kind of give them a clear picture of exactly what they're getting into.
Yep, absolutely. And sorry, Cody, your voice was different than your mouth, so that was weird right there. But we got you caught up, I think. But yeah, absolutely. And the honest truth is, home inspectors save those lenders out there some time too, because if we can get Cody into the house, before Walter has to get going too much on the loan, it's nice to know, okay, is it a go? Are we going to continue with this process, or are we not? The honest truth is, most of the things that Cody finds are fixable. He does a great job really narrowing down, okay, this is the major stuff. His reports are really clean. We get them quickly. Great. His software is my favorite out of all the inspection softwares we see come across the desk. But from Walter's perspective, Walter, what do you obviously you guys don't deal directly with each other. There's kind of the middleman, but what's it going to mean to the lending side?
Yeah, it's so funny. He's the most important report that we do not want to see.
Right.
As the lender. Right. But no, it's very crucial because, like you said, your first deadline in your contract after the earnest money deposit is your inspection deadline, right? And we always try to time it where we may be ordering appraisals before the inspection goes out there, but we're not going to have the appraisal done until after that inspection is there, because we do not want our clients spending extra money if Cody finds something that could be detrimental to the entire home. And so, and there are many, and I hate to say this, I wouldn't say many, but I've been a part of certain transactions where inspectors have missed it. Have just missed certain big things, especially in Florida. We have a whole bunch of different issues like, I don't know, sinkholes and different things that people will patch up their walls, and they're trying to take shortcuts that a good inspector will actually be able to see the signs and stuff and know what they're looking for. So Cody is very valuable. I mean, to have somebody who's not only really good at their job, but combines efficiency and technology with expertise, it really helps us on our end to know confidently that, hey, if we get past inspection period, we know we are good to go with this loan. If we can move forward. The worst thing we want is, to be 2 and 3 weeks into a loan and then find out, oh, there's major issues with this house that, we didn't know about before, or maybe the inspector missed and then they get a second opinion and find out that it's bad. So team with the right people. I've always said it. It makes or breaks your business. And, so that's why it's so awesome. We met Cody. First time I met Cody, and you probably were meeting him for the first time too, was that class over at Fidelity in Lakewood, I believe.
Yeah.
And Cody had the water detector things that he gave out of the class, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was like, dude, who is this guy? He brings freebie stuff with the realtors,
So that's all the thing you got to do, man. You got to make deposits into people's lives. Oh, see, Jeremy's got some on his desk right now.
Yeah.
I've always got a bunch of trucks of those in my truck as well. But I always say, we got to make deposits into people's lives before we start asking for withdrawals. So I always like to give something like that and plan on coming to any meetings that we start setting up. You will definitely get your hands on some of those water detection devices. Get to hear some of Walter's halfway decent jokes, some really good ones, and just kind of go through the process with us.
Yeah, I will tell you that Cody does say Jeremy has a bunch of these water detection. That's part of his spiel. Jeremy has a water detector, I'm sure that he can give. So he doesn't give them to clients sometimes. You got to hold his feet to the fire a little bit on those.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, he's as far as, it's really changed my perspective. I have some great home inspectors. I don't think probably since I met you back in January that I've probably given out too many inspections that you're able to do. He would not do my short-term rental inspection in Grand Lake, which was crap.
And Jeremy was even trying to butter me up for a 4-hour drive with a couple free stays. I'm like, you're gonna let me stay there for free anyways, brother. Come on.
So his Airbnb rate is triple that of.
That's right.
No, but just a great. When I got in the business, my dad talked a lot about home inspectors. And he's like, you don't want a home inspector that's going to freak people out. And Cody, I don't know how many times I've heard him say that all of these things can be worked through. Jeremy will work through some of them with the other side, but also you can go to Home Depot, watch some YouTube videos and do this yourself. It's not something that you should kill a deal over,
Exactly. And that's the biggest thing that I love Jeremy doing. I'm actually going to put some infos in the comments here as well for you guys, for some links, for some items to look at, just for to look over for normal maintenance and normal routine things. But exactly like Jeremy said, the majority of items, hopefully, that we find on an inspection, it's going to be about $50 to $100. And I want you to watch a YouTube video, go to Home Depot, and you own a house now and you got this kind of situation. So it's really good to team up with people who identify items that are definitely addressable, but put it into a realistic format that's going to actually, like you said, not have to kill a deal, but definitely know what your honey-do list is once you move in and what some of those annual maintenance requirements are.
And the system that Cody and I have definitely developed is, I say, hey, man, I think I'm going to get this one under contract. How's your week look? And I kind of frame it to my clients saying, hey, I got this inspector penciled in. Here's a list of inspectors you can call, but I got Cody penciled in for your time and that the upfront communication. And then he's like, well, I can do Thursday, Friday, or Monday. I'd rather not do Monday. And I'm like, well, let's do Monday then.
Let's do Monday then.
That's what I did. But he makes it work. He's got a great understudy, Jordan, who's who's doing a great job. He actually did note that there was not a carbon monoxide detector today, and there was not confirmed.
Sometimes that's what needs to happen, my friend.
So he's doing awesome, and I know Cody's looking at expanding his business, and we'll have some spots on his team, but there's no better person to learn the inspection game from, in my opinion. So it's really shown me. I had good inspectors, but the relationship between inspector and realtor really makes it go a long way. I can say, hey, Walter, we're good to go here. Cody's going to have the inspection done this date. Order the appraisal. Don't have them come in until this date. And it just flows that way. And I think there's only been one deal that Cody is that I lost the contract that Cody did an inspection on. The rest have closed. So and that was
So I must have done those people a huge favor, but you had to miss that payday.
Oh, you did. Those were the ones that were in China, and I was.
Oh, that's right. Water running between the walls. We called that the foot house.
Yeah.
We walked into that house and it smelled like Skate City.
Yeah. And I told him it smelled like feet on the video, but once we got him under contract, Cody found some other things and probably found the reason that it smelled like feet, and we just walked out of that one pretty.
Sometimes that's necessary. That's why we do inspections. I'd say that to Jeremy. This is why we do inspections. In every house, regardless if it's new, old, looks like the most immaculate house, you always got to get an inspection done just to know exactly what you're getting into, so there's no surprises around the corner.
Yeah. So over the last, I think, 19 months, that's one of probably 45 or 50 inspections that didn't result in a closed transaction. So
you got to appreciate Cody's position too. He's kind of danged if he does and danged if he don't. When he finds things that are wrong with the house, sellers hate it because they don't want to pay, right? And then if you find something really wrong with the house that somebody has to pull out a contract, it's like everybody's like, "What kind of? Can we get a second opinion or anything?"
That's right.
That's not like feet. Good Lord, that would be. That reminds me of a joke I heard one time. A lady got away with how she got her house through a divorce. She gave it to the husband, but then she put sardines in the curtain rod in the house, and
you would never find it there.
Yes. So months and months went by. And he tried to sell the house. Nobody would buy it. And so she said, "I'll buy the house from you for half of what it's worth." And he's like, "Deal, whatever. I just got to get out of here. I can't live here anymore." She walked straight in, took the curtain rod down, threw it out, and then the house is great.
Problem solved.
Sounds like some sketchy stuff going on there, Walter. I don't know. Sounds like maybe that was you that dropped those. No. But yeah, so absolutely, Cody is the man, top to bottom home inspections. If you ever want to learn anything about that stuff, that's where it's at for sure.
Absolutely, and please take my information. We also do free showing consultations whenever you guys are out with your clients, showing houses, looking at properties. We're happy to take a FaceTime call with you and maybe diagnose some things and look over some items before you're calling Walter, before we're trying to actually write some contracts, and we can kind of diagnose some items and see if it's a good idea to move forward or not.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing, obviously through COVID, Cody was the go-to. He did great on the video stuff. If people didn't want to join him for the end of his inspection or
absolutely
whatever, really does the video stuff well. And that's kind of where we got our start in early 2020.
That's right.
For the Walter Parker. And I think he talked about doing video, and here we are. Live videos every week, Walter. So, but yeah, Cody, that's awesome. Thanks so much. For the home buyers out there or newer agents, what are the top 5 things that you see in a house that
yeah, absolutely, that kind of freak people out, right? That costs some money. The biggest thing that I want you guys to know when you're looking at properties: roof age and condition, window age and condition, and as well as your mechanicals. Those are some of the big hitters: your water heater, your furnace, your air conditioner. Those are all the items, all addressable things, not a reason to buy or not to buy a house, but those would be some of the bigger items that you definitely want to have an idea on before you start to move forward, just because those are some of the items that could definitely cost you some money along the road.
Awesome. Yeah. And I mean, Cody will tell you that water heaters last like 5 years. That's not true.
That's no. Got one more year left, right?
Come on, man. I think we had one today from 1997, so that one must have been a superhuman robotic water.
Yeah, that one's lasted until tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll put that
Awesome, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. Walter, you got any parting words?
You know what? Don't eat yellow snow. And if you're waiting in water when you open the door, it may not be a good buy.
Yeah, maybe don't waste your money on an inspection if you're swimming.
That's right.
That may be a free consultation that doesn't even require an inspection, right?
All right, Jamie.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one.
Take care.